Boa noite, pessoal. Eu sou o Luiz Pedro, especialista aqui do Mercado Bitcoin, e essa é mais uma live do Mercado Bitcoin aqui no YouTube. Bom, antes de tudo, como já é de costume aqui, vamos fazer aquela checagem de som, né? Quero saber se vocês estão me ouvindo bem, se a imagem tá legal. Pode dizer que sim aqui no chat, que aí a gente já começa aqui com o nosso convidado para lá de especial de hoje. Bom, parece que tá tudo em ordem, né? Beleza? Bom, essa live de hoje vai ser um pouco diferente, né, do que a gente já está acostumado aqui. Primeiro ela vai acontecer em duas línguas, né? Em português, que a gente está falando aqui agora, e em inglês. E em segundo lugar, mas não vai ser tão diferente assim, né? Vamos fazer mais um assunto que vocês amam, que é DeFi, né? Ou as finanças descentralizadas. E dessa vez vamos falar especialmente de DAI, que a gente lançou em maio aqui no Mercado Bitcoin. E quem vai bater esse papo comigo é nada mais nada menos que o representante da MakerDao, né? Eu vou chamar aqui o Luis Lousada.
Oi, hi Pedro, how are you?
Hi, Luis. First of all, that's a beautiful name you have.
You too.
It's a pleasure to be talking to you. And to get started here, I would like you to introduce yourself to the people that are watching us and say what do you do at MakerDao.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so hi to everyone. I'm Luis Lousada. I'm business developer for MakerDao. That is the protocol that creates a DAI. So I am from Venezuela, and I've been working for MakerDao as a community member since 2018, like doing some translations from English to Spanish. I did most of the documentation that is available in Spanish of the first type of DAI. And then I start to get more involved in the Maker community. And last year we run this first pilot program that were named DAI Action Groups. That were these groups on Venezuela, Colombia, and Brazil, where we were spreading the education and all the news about DAI, doing some marketing stuffs in those countries. And recently, on MakerDao, we start working on the path toward decentralization, where the protocol is going to be self-sustainable. So these working groups start to being created that are named core unit. So, for example, my core unit is the growth core unit, where we all do this business development works with protocols exchanges like Mercado Bitcoin. And this is what are we doing right now inside MakerDao. And my job is to get in charge of all the Latin American partners that we have.
Yeah, that's really great to know, because besides talking about DAI, you gave the people here an opportunity to understand how a crypto project really works, like behind the scenes, right? And talking about cryptocurrencies and crypto assets, how did you get started in this market? How did you get started with crypto assets? What's your background? Have you ever worked with the traditional market, or did you started straight away in crypto?
No, I started straight away in crypto. I was studying in college, and we're wondering what else I can do to get more money, basically. So I saw a friend that was talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and that, and I told him can you share your knowledge with me? What can you do? So I sold my PlayStation 2 for some bucks, and I bought my first Bitcoins. So I started to do let's say trading on an exchange that I can't even remember what was the first one that I used. On 2018, 2017, don't remember quite well. And then I started to search a little bit more about blockchain, smart contracts, Ethereum, and all that. And then the same friend introduced me a person inside MakerDao. So I started to get involved, as I said, with the community and doing some work. So that was my beginning in this crypto world.
Yeah, I was just like you. I have never worked at the traditional market. I started straight away with crypto. We have a lot of common besides the name, right?
Yeah.
And Man, for me, it's a real honor to be talking to you, to someone from MakerDao, because my first approach to decentralized finance were with MakerDao, and like for people here to know a little bit better, could you explain to them what does Maker do and what does it give to the crypto market as value?
Yeah, for sure. Well, MakerDAO started to be a project where Rune, who was the founder of who is sorry the founder of MakerDAO, wanted to create a crypto with a non-volatile price. And in the crypto space, there were like these first stable coins, but they are like centralized. You know, there is like a third entity that is like controlling the print of these currencies. So he wanted to make like this project where a stablecoin can be like collateralized with crypto assets in order to be like fully decentralized. So the project was first named like the e-dollar project, and then they were like advancing and doing getting some feedback from the same Vitalik Buterin, and a lot of people overread it. So they started to create this project, and was DAI. The first DAI that was like bootstrapped by the Maker Foundation. The Maker Foundation were these first founders, these first engineers and people that helped to bootstrap at the beginning this project of DAI. And DAI were just a crypto coin that was collateralized by Ethereum. So in order to explain MakerDAO like to be as more easy as it can, MakerDAO works like a pawn shop, but on the Ethereum blockchain, where you can go like with, let's say, on the traditional world, you can go with whatever you want, you know, with a car, with a watch, something from value. So you leave it at the pawn shop, and you get some dollars, right, at analyzed fee. So when you get back the dollars, you can get back your car with, and you have to like pay the dollars plus an extra of the analyzed fee that the pawn shop tells you. MakerDAO works the same, but on the Ethereum blockchain. So people go to MakerDAO, to the Maker protocol, through Oasis app, that is like the user interface that we have, and people can go and deposit whatever crypto that we have. We already accept on the protocol. So, for example, the first crypto accepted was Ethereum, because it is the native currency of the Ethereum blockchain, and is the one have more liquidity. So you went to the Maker protocol, you deposit your Ether, and you can like mint some quantity of DAI based on the collateralization ratio of the cryptocurrency, in this case Ether, and at analyzed fee that we call a stability fee. So let's say, for example, you go with 1,500 worth in Ethereum, and you could like mint from the Maker protocol 1,000 DAI, because the collateralization ratio for Ethereum is 150%. So this says that MakerDAO is an over collateralized protocol. So there is always more value in crypto behind all the DAI that is minted outside in the Ethereum blockchain. So that's the easiest way as how MakerDAO works. A person go to the Maker protocol, they deposit whatever crypto we accept on the protocol, and they can mint some DAI into the Ethereum blockchain and do whatever they want with those DAI.
Yeah, without having to ask permission to anyone at the banking system, right? That's
Exactly.
I guess the biggest value from all the DeFi protocols, yeah, and especially DAI and MakerDAO, for the whole community and for the whole population, right? To have this access to lending, to this access to money, after all, without having to be analyzed by any association, right? And
Yeah.
we opened a box in our Instagram for our followers, our customers here at Mercado Bitcoin, to ask some questions about DAI and MakerDAO, and let's address some of them. Like, what is DAI? Is the first one of them, and like, how did you how did you came to the point of idealizing it and putting it to really work for the DeFi ecosystem?
Yeah, well, as I said, that I already explained it. It's just a stable coin that is backed by another cryptocurrency. So that makes DAI as the first decentralized stable coin, a difference to the other stable coins that has a third entity behind them. So with this, we always like to say that the MakerDao was like the first DeFi big protocol that get to know. So yeah, because DeFi, for the people that might not know, it means decentralized finance, right? So it is just like taking all the finance of the traditional world, that all the finance that we know, and get it into the Ethereum blockchain or whatever blockchain, because right now you have DeFi on many blockchains right now. So, for example, MakerDao, you can see like getting a loan from a bank in the traditional world, or as the example of the pawn shop that I already told. A lot of people sees MakerDao as the decentralized bank on the Ethereum blockchain. So it's not just MakerDao, because MakerDao is a DeFi protocol, but it like enables a lot of people using a lot of other DeFi tools with DAI. So with DAI, you can do a lot of things, since getting into another protocol that works as a savings account a savings account inside a bank, where you can, like, for example, lend your DAI and have a fixed analyzed fee. For example, let's say, I don't know, 8%. So if you like deposit 1,000 DAI, at the end of the year, you are going to have inside your wallet 1,080 DAI. So for just giving an example, these are like the tools that DeFi enables to the people, and that DAI also enable to the people. Like, in order to do that with an stable cryptocurrency that is backed by another cryptocurrency, so it makes like the whole process to be decentralized. So this is like the essence of the decentralized finance, or the DeFi.
Yeah, perfect. And I completely agree with you that Maker was the first of this whole DeFi ecosystem. And talking about DeFi, especially, Fabio Oris Miguel asked us, like, can you explain how you see the growing for the DeFi ecosystem, and how do you see it in perspective, like from 2018? I guess it was the year that Maker was started to be known globally. From there to now, and what are the perspectives from here on for the DeFi ecosystem, and for Maker? What do you expect, and what are your goals there?
Yeah, well, we have run like a pretty amazing. It was a pretty amazing track since those years. Because, as I say, for example, at the beginning, the Maker protocol just accepted Ethereum. So we were like working really hard in order to get this multi-collateral DAI that went live on 2019 on November, if I remember it well. So yeah, the DeFi space is like right now moving like so fast. And I can say, like, for example, the past year with the pandemic going like mainstream in all over the world, it just make like this DeFi pace to be incredibly fast, So like everything is growing like so fast. As for example, we started the multi-collateral DAI just with Ethereum and BAT as cryptocurrencies that were back in DAI. And right now we have like almost 30 crypto assets that are like back in DAI, and making this stablecoin like more solid, more robust, So for example, we passed the 1 billion of DAI in the Ethereum blockchain just a few months ago, and right now we are at over 5 billions of DAI all over the Ethereum blockchain, and there is even more DAI in another blockchains. So yeah, we like hope, for example, for this year to get maybe, let's say, I don't know, 7 billion of DAI to get into the DeFi space and the Ethereum blockchain. Because one big thing about MakerDao is like all this money, all this DAI that is all over the blockchain are organic money. That DAI that is on the Ethereum blockchain is like people like you, like me, going into the Maker protocol and depositing cryptocurrencies and getting DAI. So it is amazing to see how there is like 5 billions of DAI like just being mint by maybe, let's say, normal people as us. So it has been like an amazing milestone that we just get. And we are like developing a lot of cool stuff, even trying to get into some of these L2 or side chains that are not just Ethereum, in order to get more adoption of DAI. Because, for example, for my working group as the growth core unit, is like getting more adoption and more education about DAI all over the world. So that's like the main mission of MakerDao. Our product is DAI, and we want to people use DAI as their preferred stable coin, you know.
Yeah, and that's part of what we are doing right now, right here, right? And
Exactly.
from my point of view, I see DAI as an upgrade from the other stable coins, because we're talking about cryptocurrencies, right? And we're talking about decentralization and all this kind of stuff and like running away from a central party that controls something in this ecosystem, right? And DAI is the solution that brings us the stable coin, the stability in terms of a pair to a normal currency, but decentralized, right? In this organic way that you just explained. It's like, for us that love crypto and live with it, it's a pleasure to see how this goes and how far you're going with this project. And like
Exactly.
in about MKR, like the maker token, does it have any interaction with DAI in the MakerDao ecosystem? Can you talk about it a little bit for people to understand better how the maker ecosystem goes?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so MakerDAO works as a global community of people like all working together in order to get DAI pretty well known all over the world, and people to use it, right? It's, as I said, it's our product. So the Maker token is like the token that people use in order to vote in a governance that is called the Maker governance. So DAI is, as we know, a cryptocurrency. So there is like just smart contracts behind that we know as the Maker protocol. But for example, as I said at the beginning, they were just like 2 tokens back in DAI, and right now I have we have like 30 tokens back in DAI. So for example, for adding those tokens, they have to pass through the whole process of the Maker governance. The Maker governance is like all these people that has the Maker tokens, and they vote in the voting portal of MakerDAO in order to promote solutions, upgrades, or whatever that people says on the Maker forum. So for giving an example, let's say XYZ token wants to be a collateral of DAI. So someone posts it on the Maker forum, and the Maker global community like give like the good look of the cryptocurrency, and they like took this proposal to get into the voting portal. In there, we have like two votes: the governance poll and the executive vote. The governance poll is like for testing like the sentiment of the MKR token holders in order to see if they really want like this token to be implemented inside the Maker protocol. If this governance poll goes like with a yes, the MKR token holders have to like vote in another vote that is the executive one, and that vote, the executive, is like the one that promotes change on chain into the Maker protocol. So if they say like, yeah, we want this XYC token to be a collateral of DAI, when they vote like yes, and the time like expires, this token gets like automatically implemented inside the Maker protocol. And this happens with like all the parameters and all the things. For example, my working group were voted for the MKR token holders. We went like all through the governance process in order to like right now be working for the MakerDao protocol. So yeah, it's a pretty complex like process, but it works just like that. It's like in order to you to vote for your president, but in order to vote, you have to you need to have like these MKR token holders. So yeah, they are like hand tied, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. These governance tokens, they have a pretty curatorship that the people do in pro of the protocol, right? They want the protocol to be safe, to be better, and if there is a proposal of something that is not good for the protocol, they will vote against it, expecting the best for the protocol, right? That's something really interesting to see how these projects grow in a decentralized way with some amount of people wanting the best for the protocol and working together for it, right?
Yeah, it's amazing because they are a lot of people that doesn't even know each other like face to face. So it's amazing to see how many people all over the world like works together in order to want to DAI to be, you know, better every day.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome to see from a project that grows in this organic way, right? And in MakerDAO, how did you receive the news that Mercado Bitcoin would be listing DAI and MKR? Yeah, how do you feel about the Brazilian market in regards of cryptocurrencies and in the digital market as a whole?
Yeah, we are like always excited when every like protocol, every exchange list DAI. But for Mercado Bitcoin was like pretty amazing for us because we know that Mercado Bitcoin is like the biggest exchange in this part of the world, you know, in Latin America. So we were like super excited, and we wanted like so bad to have this live. So yeah, for us, it was like an amazing news. We received this news with a smile on our face. So yeah, it's like pretty exciting to the Brazilian people to get to know about DAI and get to know about DeFi and what they can do with this DAI, like doing the savings account thing I mentioned. A lot of stuff that just searching on some pages, even on for example, the MakerDao forum, you can like like have like so many information of what you can do with your DAI and how you can like take advantage of all the DAI that you can possibly get on every exchange or wherever you get it, you know.
Yeah, sure. And like you work on this education role with DeFi and with MakerDAO specifically and DAI. And like, what's the biggest challenge you see for new people that comes to the market to understand and get to use in their lives the DeFi protocols, Maker specifically? What is the first challenge you see for the people to try this new stuff that can be better for them and they still don't understand how it really works and if it's safe or not?
Well, the first barrier I always see is that people most of the time they don't know like where to start. We can see like a lot of people like doing scams all over Twitter, Telegram, and that stuff. So people doesn't really know like where to get like the well information, you know, like the information that is curated and that they can like use. And also, for example, the language is another barrier that we see a lot. that's why I was like, extremely happy to get most of the DAI documentation into Spanish, because a lot of people, like for example here on Venezuela and on Argentina, the DAI like went like pretty well because of the situation of the inflation. They get to know about DAI, and they adopted DAI like really fast, because they understand that having DAI is just like having a dollar account with no banks and no people like telling you how many you can have, or yeah, whatever, So like the first barrier that they always see is like the information. People like have to go with verified people to the verified pages, like to read, because we other people, when someone tells us that you have to read, we get like, we have to read again. But that's the first thing you have to do. You have to go, like for example, into these lives, into the documentation of the protocol, and understand what it is, and when you understand what is the protocol about, and when you go to these lives and you like understand more about the project, and you get like confident with the project, with the protocol, and with the currency, then you just have to, like for example, buy it or do trading with it. And when you see that it is like real money, then you have like the whole package. For example, I get a lot of friends and family here in Venezuela to use crypto, to use DAI, for example. And when I teach them like how to get from DAI into Bolivares, and they saw like they really have like the money in their hands, that's the moment when people like realize, okay, this is cool, I can use that, that works for me. So yeah, the first thing is like to get someone that tells you how it works, and to read, and for example going into these lives too.
Yeah, those tutorials that gives people the opportunity to go from zero to like having the cash in their hands by the process of Maker is, it's like magic for them, right? When they see it really works, the interest grows exponentially, and they want to know every time more. And I guess it's the right path to crypto, right? It's
Yeah.
understanding the usability, the utility that it has in your life, not just as an investment that can multiply your wallet. It's just the usability of it. I guess it's the people that came with this approach are the people that understands and try to invest in crypto and understand crypto each time more. And you raised the subject that I was looking forward to talk to you. Do you see the DeFi's, especially Maker and DAI, helping people in some countries that are with high inflation, or there are a lot of people that are unbanked and can't have access to the traditional banking system? How do you see the DeFi's helping these people in these kind of countries, in this kind of economies? And do you think it's the path to the DeFi to grow? Is this kind of countries, like we see El Salvador adopting Bitcoin as a coin right there, and now we can see DeFi growing in this kind of situations?
Yeah, well, for example, one of the core principles of MakerDao is serving the underserved. As we know, going to MakerDao is just like opening a Web3 wallet. Let's say MetaMask, let's say Status, let's say whatever wallet. You don't need like to. Data doesn't need like to get who you are, where you're from. This like protocol doesn't ask you where you're from, what time it is. It doesn't matter, So this enables like so many tools that a lot of people doesn't get used to it. Like for example, the same case of Venezuela and Argentina. In my case, I doesn't have a bank account in United States. Right now, Venezuela, we are like extremely dollarized. So in order to get to pay in dollars, it's like hard for people who doesn't have bank accounts outside. Same for Argentina, same for countries, for example, on Africa. that they find in these like DeFi protocols and these DeFi tools as DAI, a method, like a solution to their problems. So yeah, definitely, for example, this product DAI enables a whole new world of tools for people that they didn't have those tools like back in, let's say, 4 or 5 years. Right now, as I said, it's just like to get the right information in order to get to know to what you can do with your DAI. For example, a person, let's say in Brazil, they can like right now go into Mercado Bitcoin and acquire some DAI and then get it into their personal wallets and do a lot of stuff with it, like participating in so many DeFi protocols and doing a lot of stuff for just earning some money and with trusted protocols. So these tools like enable a whole new world, a whole new power to these people that just didn't have it, some years ago. So yeah, I truly believe it is a solution. It's here, for staying into the future. And I always see, because I love crypto. Like crypto is like literally the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. I truly believe like this is the money of the future. Not just DAI, not just Bitcoin, a lot. There are a lot of crypto for a whole tons of solutions. And I obviously support more DAI because of my work, but yeah, I see like this the money, the money of the future. You can get paid for your job on crypto. Doesn't matter the country. You can like send money to your family. It doesn't matter if you are in China and your family is on the United States or wherever. And the money that you send is the money that they get. It doesn't matter the time. It doesn't matter the day. Because for example, if you use traditional entities to send money, you have to do it from Monday to Friday. They doesn't work Saturdays or Sundays. So it is totally a solution for a lot of people all over the world, and most for these countries.
Yeah, using the traditional systems, it costs a lot more. It takes a lot more of time, and you can't do it at the time you want, right? You have that restriction of days of the week that you can do it. And you said like you are into other protocols, other cryptos. And talking about DAI, does DAI integrate with with any other DeFi protocol besides Maker?
DAI, we on Maker, we are the ones that issues DAI to the people. And DAI, it has like this amazing feature that is extremely composable. Like any project can go into the MakerDao GitHub and take the source code of DAI, because DAI is open source. Anyone can go into the MakerDao GitHub page and see how the protocol works, the whole contract. And for example, the protocol changes that the Maker governance do like every week, they are implemented and people can see it directly on chain and get into this GitHub. Like for example, on MakerDao we have like this web that is named daistats.com, where you can go and see like the whole quantity of DAI that is on the Ethereum blockchain, or the collateralization, all the DAI generated, the collateralization ratio of all the DAI that is on the blockchain. So it is like all transparent. One of the main benefits of DAI is that it takes advantage of the Ethereum blockchain, of all the Ethereum blockchain features. Of these, it is fast. It is open source. It is transparent. It is immutable. And as I said, it's pretty composable. Like anyone can go into the GitHub and just took DAI and add it into the protocols. As just that, whatever whoever that has some known about Solidity, the programming language of Ethereum, just can go into the GitHub page and get DAI into whatever protocol. And as we see, for example, DAI is getting into a lot of exchanges like Mercado Bitcoin. And almost, for not saying like all, but almost all the DeFi protocols like have DAI, because it is the best tool that they can have.
Yeah, that's why it's so useful for like everyone to have DAI, right? You don't get restricted to only one protocol. If you want to use a lot of protocols in DeFi, you can use DAI in almost all of them, and that's one of the biggest values for our customers to use DAI, right? If they are into DeFi and they want to use it and learn more and use to navigate the DeFi ecosystem, DAI is a pretty good way for it, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so we're heading to the end of our live right here, and before we really go to the ending, I would like you to provide you the space to say something you wanted to say for our viewers, a message you want to say to them.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, to everyone like who see this, we at MakerDao, we are this global community, and we accept like everyone who wants to get to know more about DAI. So in order like just to start reading all the discussions and what is DAI, you can go into the Maker forum. We have people, as you see, from Venezuela, from Argentina, from United States, from Europe, from Africa, from all the parts of the world. So you always find like someone to get you to know more about that and what you can possibly do with that. You can join into the forum. You can join into the Rocket Chat. We hope maybe having Discord pretty soon to get an easy access to the people, and just read, and guys, read and go into these lives and get to know more about all the projects, and read the documentations, read all the info that is all over the internet, but in the good places, when like reading, you unlock like the whole power about this new world that is DeFi. For example, you unlock all the power that DAI can give you, and like for example, the main difference of DAI with all the other stablecoins, that is like a pretty common question that people makes, like why use DAI and why not using USDT or USDC, for example, that has like more liquidity, and it's because of that. DAI is a decentralized stablecoin. We don't have like this third entity behind us. We have other people like you, like me, backing the protocol with cryptocurrencies, with Ethereum, with WBTC, with a lot of currencies right now. So it is a project that is trusted since a lot of time. As you see, Maker were like born in 2017. So yeah, just read more. If you want to get involved into the community, you are like completely welcome. You can like find me or find all the people like working in MakerDao easily, for example, on Twitter, over the forum, and you see like you can join the discussions and get to know more about the MakerDao ecosystem.
That's awesome, Luis. Just another question for you here. Our followers also like to know and to get to know more things and get every time deeper into crypto, but they also like to know about uh, gaining money, right? And do you see the DeFi protocols with like they can give more money to people, they can give more value and get them to earn with it?
Yeah, for sure. There are like so many possibilities into the DeFi ecosystem. For example, we at MakerDAO, before this all DeFi going crazy, we had like this DSR that was named the DAI savings rate, where you can like deposit a DAI into the Maker protocol itself, and you get more DAI as I think it was like 8% annual annualized APY, APY of 8%. So as I said in the first example, you just deposit, let's say, 1,000 DAI, and at the end of the year, you can get like 80 DAI for just doing nothing. You just get the money like into whatever savings account. And we all know that any bank into the traditional world doesn't have these APYs. You go into a bank and you deposit like $1,000, and at the end of the year you can possibly have like $1,001, like something like that. So tools like these DSR, they are a lot into the DeFi world, where people like can even multiply their money. For example, there is like these crazy airdrops that a lot of people get just for using DAI or whatever crypto in a lot of protocols, and yeah, just by like testing them, you get like those airdrops, and you can like selling, doing liquidity mining, or a lot of things into the DeFi ecosystem. So as I said, it's just reading about the protocols, see what they can like offer to you, and taking advantage of the best protocol that you see is a solution for you.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for your participation. Just to go to the real end here, we have a tradition here in our lives. There is a price prediction for Bitcoin by the end of the year. Do you have any number in your head, any prediction for the price? Do you think it's go up or down?
Well, right now I'm like pretty scared of the price of the price of Ethereum and Bitcoin, because we came from 60K into 30K, but maybe for ending this 2021, I said something for 40 to 45K maybe this year.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice prediction. It's an opportunity, right? Looking at the right moment and thinking about this prediction, it's kind of an opportunity. I think it's around there. I guess so. My prediction is around the same as you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I can see my crystal ball, it says that it goes down a little bit more than 30K in the near future. But I guess by the end of the year, there will be a slight recovery to something like 45K. It's a good
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
right?
Bitcoin is the digital gold. I work for a protocol that is on Ethereum, but we all started knowing about Bitcoin and wondering what is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is like the main crypto. We all know that, and Bitcoin is like one of the best ways that people can like save their money and their work, looking towards the future, because that's for 2021, but for 2025, let's say 2030, Bitcoin is going to be like pretty high.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. So I'll end right here with our chat in English. So thank you so much, Luis. Thank you for your presence, for all the information and knowledge you shared with us today. It's a pleasure to have you here, and we look forward to our next talk.
Okay, thank you. It was like my pleasure to be here with you guys at Mercado Bitcoin. So yeah, thanks a lot for this opportunity.
And congratulations for you by your work and the effort you do for the whole ecosystem.
Thanks.
E pessoal, se vocês perderam alguma live ou vídeo com nossas dicas, vocês podem conferir eles todos aqui no canal. E aí, vocês curtiram essa oportunidade de hoje de falar com alguém de dentro da DAI, de dentro da Maker, para trazer essa informação para vocês? Então clica aí, assina o canal e inscreve no canal, né? Ativa o sininho e fica por dentro de todas as novidades, que em breve a gente vai trazer mais lives como essa para vocês. E se você tiver mais dúvidas, acesse a nossa central de ajuda para maiores orientações, que a gente tem um time completo preparado para te auxiliar. Muito obrigado pela participação de todos e um abraço, até a próxima.